Lattafa Asad, Lattafa Ramz Silver. My first Lattafa, my most recent Lattafa. I decided to compare these two together because over the past couple days, I've been using this one, Lattafa Ram Silver, as my daily, everyday driver. Part of it is because of that vanilla accord that it has in it, very sweet, vanilla-y, if you can even call that a word, type of scent. And it reminded me of how Lattafa Asad also has another vanilla type of scent in it. But as I was smelling this, they couldn't smell any more different. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and straight up say that. But a part of me did want to compare the two because whichever one you go with is gonna be great. But it's always nice to have both of them because one, like I said, you can use every day, or if you want to switch it up and use it the other way around, and another one you can save for like more special occasions. These would probably be a good like pair that you would need if you only needed two fragrances to go with. So I'm gonna start off with Lattafa Asad because it's been the most popular Lattafa for God knows how long now, and it's the first one I went with. It's most people's first Lattafa, at least the first one that they're introduced to because of that Dior Sauvage Elixir type of scent. And I did smell Dior Sauvage Elixir for like a brief moment because I was inside a Nordstrom rack, I think it was, and they had the samples there for you to try out, and I tried out Dior Sauvage Elixir. Definitely a more masculine, I don't know if ingredient's the right word, but like scent profile that they were going for, very deep in the woods. This, however, I smelled Dior Sauvage in it, Elixir at least, but it's got something in it that just makes it stand out on its own. It sticks out on its own. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it right now just so I can get a better feel for it. Atomizer isn't the best, but it's a good amount of juice that you get. Bars. Because I'm already getting... Yeah, I can already smell it. I don't know what the exact notes are, but I remember when I first tried it out, I remember anything that stood out to me was that it was very creamy. It's definitely smooth. Somebody described it as like a licorice type scent. And I definitely know what they're going for, but I feel like when people say stuff, like, I just go along with it because now I got that image in my head and I can't get it out. Yeah, it took a while for me to like realize that vanilla is one of the prominent notes in here. It I thought I could use it for like a fresh everyday scent, especially going towards like the fall season right before winter, because I don't know how it is for you guys, but I live in Florida where it's hot all the freaking time and winter doesn't come until the year after. So even in November, it's still hot as hell. So I tried testing this one out as like something that I could use like every day, even in the hot Florida weather. And it lasted. I didn't smell bad. It lasted, but something about it makes it feel, it has such a special like occasion type of scent to it. You want to save it, and it's very preserved. It's very dark. It's very mysterious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on with this one, where Lattafa Asad is more like reserved, more special. Damn, I forgot to show that on camera. This one, Lattafa Ramz, is definitely more playful. It's definitely more, it's more open. It's more inviting. It's very sweet, but in like a fresh kind of way. It's not so much aquatic, but you do get I don't know how I don't know how this is going to sound, but you do get like a blue sense to it. Ah, it smells so good. But Lattafa Assad isn't that bad either. Like, it's not bad at all. They're just, see, like I said, this one I would use for like everyday use. This one I would save it. for those special occasions. This one just feels like more, not closed off, but like it wants to be like closed in. Maybe if you want to bust it out like at any like family reunions, birthdays, holidays, definitely a warm, cozy kind of scent. Something that you can snuggle up with, but at the same time, you can also use this one for like a night out. If you know, like you want to get close with your girl or something, wear it out for a date. Like I said, this one is more open. This one is more inviting. This one, you want to save it for when you want to get maybe intimate. Very close encounters. Very impressive. Yeah, it's got a cotton candy scent to it now. I can't say anything more. But if I were to choose one over the other, it's gonna be Lattafa Ramz. Something about this is just, it makes me want to get the original Ultra Male. And yes, that was something that I was supposed to correct myself in the previous video. Sorry, but it's Ultra Male that they're trying to clone with this, and I haven't smelled Ultra Male, but if it's anything like this, I want it. This one, I will say, is more versatile than this one. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Would be a good everyday use. Like I said, towards the cooler temperatures of the year, where like fall, winter, maybe early spring, you could probably try to pull this off on a hot day in summer just to test it out. This one, you can get away with in most all situations. It's fresh and warm at the same time. It's sweet, but still very masculine at the same time. The vanilla, the pear too that you get. There's a mintiness to it as well. When it dries down, it's still got a sweet scent to it through and through from beginning to end. But when it dries down is when you get more of the vanilla. Before it was like the sweetness of like the pear, the fruitiness to it. Now it's got vanilla in it. Like I said, it's warm but fresh at the same time. You can use it day and night, cold, winter, summer, heat, fall, spring. Like, you cannot go wrong with this one. This one, when it dries down, Lattafa Asad, it's got some kind of spiciness to it. You can still get that vanilla sense to it. I don't know, in the beginning, like, it's sweet through and through also, but this one just, it's got that spiciness to it. I think that's what's most different out of anything else, is that, like I said before, this one you want to save for like more special occasions. You want to save because it's got like a dark mysteriousness to it, where this one is more open and inviting, and it's more playful. And this one is more cozy. It's more sweet. It's more intimate feeling when you want to get those intimate moments. This will pull through. This will get you compliments. If you're also going for a night out or going on a date, yes, definitely save this for that. You can also do it with this as well, but this will be more appropriate. You can, if you're working in like a enclosed environment where, like in an indoor setting, you can try to pull this off if you're in like some sort of like indoor setting, the office. Maybe not spray too much to make it so overpowering. This one, on the other hand, outdoor, indoor environment type of work. This one is very inoffensive. Something about it is just so appealing. I can definitely smell what some people are saying about the old school barbershopy type of scent, but this just, I can kind of get that when you first spray it on, but it just feels and smells more premium than that. You know what I mean? This one, wow. I sprayed it again and now it hits. Yeah, this one is definitely going to get you noticed. What was I saying about the barbershop scent? You're going to smell very premium, very rich very defined, refined. But that doesn't mean you can't get that from this, because this also has a very premium type of smell to it. You spray it on your clothes, you spray it on your chest, it's going to be on your clothes for the next like 4 days or so. Like, wear it when you go to sleep, you're still going to be smelling that stuff when you get back into your pajamas the next night. This one definitely has a mature smell to it. That's probably what most people are saying about like that old school barbershop-y old man type of scent. But like I said, it smells more premium than that. It does have a masculine scent to it. It's very strong. This one definitely more mature smelling. This one is more youthful, more playful. That's like one of the most like common words I'm seeing to describe it is playful, and I can definitely get that even from when I first smelled it. I can't stress this enough. Good for night outs, good for cozy nights in, very intimate smelling, but also this one just leans more forward towards that. You know what I mean? This one you can get away with every day and any occasion. This one you might want to save it for those more reserved moments, those more intimate, close moments. But whichever way you go, it's not a bad call, to be honest. If you're more on the younger side, like teenager style scent, try this out. If you're a teenager who's trying to get into like becoming a man, the performance is phenomenal on these two as well. Like I said, spray it once on your chest, put your shirt over it, spray it under your shirt when you put your shirt on. You're gonna be smelling it for the next couple of days. This one I can definitely see it working even in the hot, high heat days of summer, because it has that freshness to it, and like that sweetness is just going to make you like stand out. I know like you're supposed to spray it on your heat points, for that way like when you sweat it projects more, because those are like your pulse points, like your highest heat whatever points. It's currently October, we're in autumn as of shooting this, but I can't wait to try this out because I'm using it every day now. It's my go-to daily driver, and it's still hot in Florida, like I said, and it pulls through. It still makes me smell good. Like I said, it doesn't have it doesn't have much of an aquatic kind of smell to it, but it still has a freshness to it, along with the sweetness from the pear, the vanilla, the other like fruitful notes that you smell. It's definitely going to make you stand out. So it's still like, it complements itself with the freshness and the fruitiness and the sweetness. You're definitely gonna stand out. Like, aside from all the guys who are wearing their Blue de Chanel, their Dior Sauvage, their Valentino, their whatever, Versace. It makes me want ultra male so bad. For some reason, now that some time has passed and it has dried down, it smells like it wants to be some sort of freshy. It smells like it wants to be a fresh kind of scent. And I think that's where people are getting like that old school barbershop-y type of scent. Because, you know, fresh out the barbershop, getting a nice cut. Nice fresh cut. That's what this is going to smell like. But I think I don't know, it smells like it wants to be a freshie so bad. So like a fresh scent. So maybe you can, like I said, you can try and experiment with this in the summer, but be very wise with it. Like, maybe on a summer's night, but definitely like in the cooler, breezy temperatures of spring when we're going into the heat. Definitely try it out. This one, the freshness in this one, it is very much there, and you will very much be pulling this off in the hot days of summer. And like I said, along with that sweet fruitiness to add to the freshness, like where most high heat aquatic fresh fragrances are like a salty, kind of fresh. You know what I mean? It's very aquatic. It reminds you of the ocean. This one will remind you of something a little bit more reserved, a little bit more special, a little bit darker, I guess, because of that darker, I guess, because of the warmth to it.